All right, welcome back to another episode of PS, a podcast. I'm your host, Reg Thomas. Today, we have a very special guest, a good friend of mine. This man right here is the hardest working man in the New York comedy scene. He's probably one of the hardest working comedians in America. Multiple comedy albums. You've seen him on Comedy Central. You've seen him on HBO. He's a very funny guy. He's not he's a New Yorker, but he's not a New Yorker like me. I'm from the boroughs, and he's not. So I can't say he's from uptown. He's from up north. All right. Today I have the one and only Nore Davis with me. Nore, was good, bro?
What's up, baby? YO in the building.
Yes.
The borough right outside the Bronx. Yeah, Yonkers tried to fight to be a borough, but I don't think I'm part of that.
That struggle?
That part of that struggle. I'm just like, yeah, just Yonkers, man.
Yeah. That's what happens when you travel the world. You be like, okay, there's more than this.
It's so much more. But I don't think I'm up north. I'm definitely north of all y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's north is like to us, it's like that's Albany and Rochester. That's north, nigga.
That is up north.
That's up north. But I can understand. Like,
up north is
UBK,
whenever they
right?
start having state prisons. Do they have prisons in Yonkers?
Yeah, they got prisons. Yeah, they got the Yonkers prison. So yeah, okay, it's north. Yeah, that's true. Well, don't every Brooklyn got prisons?
We got city jails.
Yeah, ain't that a prison right there off the Brooklyn Bridge? That one right, that building right there, that's a prison, right, dog?
Yeah, that's a state. That's like a city jail.
That's a city jail?
Yeah.
Man, that shit.
That's like holding. That's like bookings.
Bookings? Nah, them niggas be in there for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
Niggas paperwork do get messed up. People's paperwork gets messed up.
I know how that life is. Never again. Fuck that.
Yo, so like now that I got you here, like you one of the hardest working dudes, and like just over the years of watching you build up your career, it's just certain things that I've seen you do that a lot of other comedians like just don't even know how. Like I'm like, yo, Nore got some type of magic, or at least a team, or like you're one of the few people who I feel like I've seen independently put a machine together behind them, because it's like the type of looks you've managed to get yourself, the type of like things you've ever put finesse for yourself. I'm like. I'm constantly like, oh, and what's silly is that I have you on my podcast to ask you this. I could have just called you and asked you this, but like, do you have like a marketing team, or do you have like are you working with some people? Like, how do you like?
I have a team of people I know can put things together for me, but the visions are usually mine. They're always mine, and then I just like.
But you got a team of people who can execute for you.
Who can execute? Yeah, I mean that's always been since college, bro. Like I was in art advertising, I just wasn't good with like graphic design and Photoshop. So I'd be like, "Yo, you can do this for me. This be great."
Cause yeah, like that's one thing. Like for sure, like as careers further, I see like yesterday I heard two comedians at the Cellar. They were having a conversation, like older comics, and they were talking about how to use TikTok and how to get videos with subtitles under there. And one was like, hey, you know about these type of files, right? Because if you know these type of files, that's how you convert it up. And I'm like, you see, everyone's like trying to constantly learn and like develop the new stuff. Yeah. But your stuff felt very streamlined. It felt very like, oh, this guy already knows what to be doing.
Yes.
As opposed to people who were stumbling like, okay, this is the next thing to do.
Yeah.
It felt like Nore was like, oh, this is clearly like.
Yes.
To the point where you've dropped so much, it allows you to drop so much content.
Yes.
Like I'm so astonished at how you're able to run through material in like a year's time. Like you'll do like 2 album recordings sometimes. Like if you're really pushing.
That's what I'm doing right now. Like I already got 1 hour done, and I'm doing a second hour for just the album recording. But the hour I already did, that's a visual one with like more act outs, and just in case. I get like a buyer that wants to like work with me down the line, like next year. But yeah, man, that's all trauma, brother. I'm just putting my trauma to work.
I feel you.
I'm just putting that trauma to work. That's it. Go get to work, trauma.
So you just mentioned something like this album has more act outs.
Yeah, so the visual one has more act outs, and the audio one is like more jokes with act outs too, because it's an audio album. I just love audio albums. I came up in them. So.
And so now this is which number album is this? This
audio
is about
It's gonna be the 5th one, number 5, baby. Boom, boom.
So I'm starting to pick up some of your vibes here. So
yeah.
When approaching putting new material together, putting a new album together. You have a theme to it? Like, all right, this one's going to have more act outs. This one's going to have more storytelling. Is that a thing in the construction of it all?
I have a narrative of, like, what I want to talk about. So when you're listening to it, you get involved in it, and then, like, time is just stops. So the narrative I have for this audio album is going to be just talking about the truth and, like, just breaking down things as, like, it's, like, real facts, but funny. So when people listen to it, they can be like, oh man, that is true. That is shit like that, and hopefully that wakes them up a little bit. And then the other hour I have is just about hurt. It's just about like our emotional trauma that's being passed down emotional family trauma and trying to heal from that, and then all the woes of like how that shit just hurts and therapy and all that shit. So I just like want to put out work to where it's like, oh, that nigga talked about this, and then like I had that experience, and then hopefully they can like transfer it to their art. So yeah.
Got you. So what are the themes? What are the themes in this audio that you like? You already went over some of the themes, but like,
yeah, so
in particular bits that you enjoy. I'm not actually giving me the whole material.
Yeah.
But like, what are the ones you're like, I love telling this joke.
Oh man, oh yeah, right now talking about the beginnings of homosexuality and transphobia, you know, since the climate that we're in with Dave, and I don't even blame him because I feel like he is a product of black.
I'm happy you touched base on it. We're gonna talk about that some more, but finish your thought.
Yeah. I feel like he's the base of a product of black supremacy, which came from white supremacy. You know, just our culture just being so starved for not being seen or loved, and so when anybody in the LGBT community gets something, they like, that's bullshit, man. Why that motherfucker get that? Or matter of fact, not even seeing them equal to them. You know what I mean? That's why we got niggas that be like pause or like chill. Like you know what I'm saying? That's masculinity, where it's just like, nah, nigga, that shit gay, son. Like, you gotta be a man, you gotta be hard, which is not even true at all. Like, you can be as comfortable with your sexuality and be a man at the same time. So
yeah, I've been working on that same material, trying to be less homophobic. Like, I don't say no homo no more. I say yes hetero.
Yes hetero?
Yeah.
See, that's a funny joke. That's a good joke. But like, that's still good. Like, translating to your niggas of like the community and your audience of like, look, man, we're progressing away from homophobia, you know, trans people genitalia, black people, white people. Like, when I see you perform, yo, your shit, like, it's so like a very direct narrative of who you are, and that's just fucking hilarious, dog. You fucking hilarious. I'm a fan of yours too,
bro. Thank you. But, yeah, like, and then like, you have family members in your family who deal with this.
Yeah, my brother's trans, man. Grew up with him.
So like,
so
this
that whole
is
transition.
It was a real realization I had last year when black people were in the streets protesting. And it was like Black Lives Matter, and then like in the side you would hear Black Trans Lives Matter. I'm like, why would y'all? That's like clearly, duh. And then I was like, why would they even say that? And it was like their rebuttal was like, is it clear, bro? Like, do you see how black people treat their black, like gay and trans relatives? And I was like, but it took me a minute to really realize that, like, oh, there's an issue.
A huge issue.
There's a big issue.
And that's our privilege. We have the male black privilege that we don't even see the pain of our own people lower than us. So now we don't even we keep putting our shoes.
We refuse to even picture them being lower than us. And
exactly. You're like,
and I'm like, it's pretty gay that we're fighting to be the bottom.
You're like, you gay. If I'm like, whatever. Yeah. Hilarious. That's funny. But you fucking get it, dog. You get it. Yeah. So it's just recognizing those people as marginalized and that we're equal to them and they're equal to us, and we do not need to compare our pain to their pain. Yeah. And that's like the theme of the new audio album. Yeah. Just want to put that out there, man.
That's fire.
Thanks, bro.
I'm happy you're working on that. All right, so what were your thoughts on the Dave Chappelle?
Oh, man. Basically, like he's coming from, I call
that
like,
same viewpoint you just discovered.
Yeah, I call him, like, on my album, I call him Ron Crow niggas. Like, it's the opposite of Jim Crow.
Yeah.
Like, just separation of the sexes, that Ron Crow shit. You know what I mean? So, like, every time, like, you hold a banana, like, there's that Ron Crow voice. Like, that shit gay, dog. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or, like, when you be like, yo, like, what meat you want in your thing? And then that Ron Crow bro's like, say pause.
Yeah, exactly.
Why I gotta say pause?
That's what I'm on
gay,
too
nigga,
now,
it's gay.
right?
You
like,
want meat in your mouth. What?
I'm on the same way. Like, I see a dude eat a hot dog now, I don't even mention the word glizzy.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, you was hungry.
You hungry? You know what I mean?
We had a barbecue.
You see how that was just in our subconscious? And then, like, I get the baby. Like, I get where he, like, look where he was
Nah, the
raised.
baby was kind of wilding. The baby was kind of
I ain't say he wasn't, but I'm just saying.
The baby got so specific. He's like,
know.
You ain't out here giving blowjobs in parking lots. I'm like, well, who did you catch doing that?
I mean, them grinding niggas be doing that. But look, that's just not, he don't need to be saying that shit. That's
right,
their
like,
business.
But it's just
love.
like what we saying, though. It's just like, it's just like what we saying. If the world was a little bit more, like, safe for them to be themselves, then they wouldn't have to, like, be up to, like, wild behavior.
Because that's one of the things
unless they were into that.
And that's the thing about with Chappelle, didn't understand the sensitivity of, like, keep talking about their genitalia, where, like, trans women.
Yeah, I just learned that you cannot talk about that.
Not at all. It's none of your business. Like, we're just so obsessed with, like, ooh, what's in it? You got
also very ashamed that I just learned that.
Yeah, that's none of your business, bro. Like, but people, like, heterosexual niggas, like they nosy, man. They don't worry about their genitalia. Like, mind your business. That's it.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like,
And plus, they're being killed and murdered.
Yes.
Like, they get killed.
And that was the other thing
that
can't get a job. That was the other thing he dropped the ball on. He didn't even talk about black trans people who are really dying and like they're the ones who like why it's a real cause. Yeah, he only like waging war against the white ones, and it's like, and he like in his argument, like I thought he was hilarious, but I just felt like his argument was like was ill put together.
Yeah, it just wasn't substantial. Like it didn't have any platform because. You're talking about trans women and their genitalia, and then you think you have the permission to do that because one of your trans friends you probably just befriended died of suicide. So like he's kind of doing that thing.
And it feels like, yo, did you just befriend this trans person just to get these jokes?
That's what I'm saying. It's that whole thing like white dude doing racist jokes. Like I got black friends. Like what? No, you don't, nigga. You just met Reg.
Yeah, he just.
You just met that nigga. What you talking about? I got trans friends. I can do this, man. My friend died.
Definitely let you know. It was like, yeah, I got the one. I got Daphne. Remember Daphne?
Yeah, remember that?
When she was around?
Mm-hmm. That was all, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Exactly. So it was like that. Bruh. But yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by NSTARS. For the latest news in Hollywood, follow nstars.com. ENSTARZ.com. Yeah, man. When I was learning, like, because it's all learning, and so one time I was having a conversation with my friend. I was like, do you know that it's bad manners to identify a trans person? Like, let's say if a trans person walks in, and you know that you notice that you assume that they might be trans, and you say you identify them as trans before they say that they're a trans person. Very like faux pas. Don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then when I learned that, I was like, oh shit, okay, my bad. You're supposed to play along. And my boy was like, definitely do not say play along. Like,
yeah.
Whoa. my boy said play along like was way worse than anything else I said. He said, do not say play along.
Don't play along. Yeah, nah, don't say that shit at all, bro. Yeah, so black men, we are becoming like what white men were like 10 years ago, and like, you know, white men canceled. So now black men, we are out here now.
Niggas is ready to be canceled and don't even know why.
That's what I'm saying. So now they gotta learn their ignorance because they never saw gay people equal to them. They just like, that nigga gay. Whatever the fuck you doing. But it's like, nah, he's
your family member. He's your cousin.
He's she. They got pronouns she, non-binary, and they can't get hired nowhere because of being discriminated. And if like they get in a relationship, some nigga chokes them out and kills them because of who they are. There's that. And then there's trans men like my brother who are cis-passing and quiet, don't talk. They just chill. Like, they don't want nobody to know anything because that's another thing. Like, that movie, watch that movie, Boys Don't Cry, man. Like, that was the white version of it, but black people go through that same storyline even worse. That's why there's houses. The house is burning. Like, the house is burning.
I've definitely seen that. You ever seen that little video? Like, the little boy, he might be like 8 or 12, and like the family suspects he might be gay, and they just like, it's like a gang of adults just picking on him, like roasting him. I'm like,
really?
Yeah.
See, that's even that, man. Yeah, and then people think that's appropriate, and like it be your own family. That's why they leave, and like they have their own.
That's why they don't fuck with
the
you.
House of burning, the house of luxuries, the house of like they have their own houses and they have their own community where it's just like they are our brothers and sisters also, or whoever or how they identify.
Because it's like, man, like even outside of like just like, gay or trans people, it's like, yeah, when your family, when you grow up in a toxic environment that don't fuck with you, it's like you pick up and leave. You pick up and go as far away from your family as you can.
Yeah.
And then they're surprised as to why you. They're like, why you
ain't with us? Why you don't come no more? Yeah.
They're like, yo, because I'd have probably killed myself if I hung around you.
Exactly. Depression, or maybe somebody in the family killed them or hurt them, and then they got to get away. So it's so good to have this healthy conversation as heterosexual black men. So like hopefully we're opening up the eyes of others to be like, oh yeah, like just mind my fucking business and be like, all right, just show respect. That's it.
I feel you.
Seeing humanity, man. That's it.
All right. So over the years, you've grown.
I tried.
Have you had some whack moments in comedy where you probably let some people down?
Of course. I always let myself down. I could be doing better. But that violent voice in my head, like inner violence, that's mental health shit. But let people down? I mean, shit. They would have to tell you. I don't even know who the people are. Right. I mean, but I always try to like do the best I can so I can be happy and love myself as much more as possible as I can. So you probably talking about that bomb or something? I'm always bombing. Yeah, that's the way you learn, baby.
You're not always bombing.
I mean,
you're not always bombing. You're always working on new shit, though. I'll be like, damn, this nigga. Because Nore will do a joke that you love. You be like, yo, I love that joke. And you'll never see that joke ever again. That joke is on the album somewhere on the internet.
It's on YouTube. Yeah, you
Nore got plenty of jokes that you got to request. Be like, hey, man. You mind throwing this one back?
That's hilarious. Yeah, and I probably won't remember it.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to it to remember like where I was coming from in that time. Yeah, I'm just always trying to evolve, always evolving.
Yeah, man. It is a mess trying to keep up with Nore's news.
Hilarious. Don't keep up with me, man. We all live in our own.
Because I enjoy your sets. I be like, yo, this guy is fucking great.
Thank you, dog. I appreciate you.
And then
man.
you do, and then
too.
like your sound effect, like Nore can make sound effect, like he can get noises and sounds out that I just can't.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be weird. I'm weird with it.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's not. It's a part of your magic, man. I love the sound effects you can pull up. I'm like, this nigga
I appreciate you, dog.
sound like a cartoon.
Nigga, you stupid. Yeah, I just have fun. We'll give a show, man. I always loved out Martin, Jim Gaffigan, like probably my top 5. Gaffigan, Martin.
You still doing jokes about your kid?
Chappelle. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another thing on the album. Talking about child support. I never see that shit on the album, man. Like niggas.
Happy 17% day, baby.
Woo! Nah. Yeah, I got 9 more years, which is fine.
What?
She trying to get more money. I have no problem giving my daughter money, whatever she needs, but her is like it's just coming from soreness. You know what I'm saying? Just coming from bitterness. It's like this is not even about my daughter. This is you just still mad.
So like,
you still mad?
why y'all can't be cool?
I'm trying, but like nah, she like
Nore,
nah,
you
fuck
be,
this
look,
nigga.
Nore, you be on your shit though.
I do not be on my shit like that. I said
You know how I know you be on your shit? Because we're friends.
Yeah, okay.
And I be on my shit.
All right. That don't mean I'm on mine like that.
Or we used to be.
We used to be. I ain't cheat on her like that. Nothing like
Like
that.
I did regular numbers. I was
Bro, you gotta forgive niggas, man. Like where the forgiveness at? This is about the child. That's what I'm saying.
She got a thing against you, bro.
I know. It's Megatron. I know. Megatron ain't gonna stop.
And then you out here, and then you got the nerve to be happy.
Yup.
So
Yeah.
So it's even worse.
And I also got the nerve to not care about money like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm out here making what I want to make.
The one time I thought you was in trouble,
When you thought I was in trouble.
you was seeing a shorty, and she did a joke about being a stepmom to your daughter, and I was like, don't let Nore baby mom see this joke.
Oh man, yeah, that was a toxic shorty I was with.
Yeah.
Lord.
It's like, yo, Nore had to show you. I was like, yo, she gonna get this nigga in an argument.
Yep.
She did a joke about how like great your daughter. Like it wasn't nothing disrespectful.
Yeah, I know it's a joke,
but I was
I'm
like,
the one that approved it. I was like, go ahead, do your thing.
Nah, you bugging. I was like, yo, do not, because just don't talk about my kid on stage.
Yeah.
My BM, like, even if my BM fuck with you, she don't fuck with you.
Bro, I let a lot of things go with that.
I was like, yo, I was scared for you. I was like,
yeah, all right, so maybe that was the thing I was upset about. I upset people with that relationship. But I had to learn, man. I had to go through that shit.
You just Rico Suave. Before I even knew about that relationship, you was already like, they was like, yeah, they're engaged. I was like,
yeah, man.
I was like, Nore.
Yep. I don't know.
I was like, Nore is on some up north nigga shit.
That's what that is? Up north? Nigga, that's trauma shit. Oh, girl, I'll show you you can trust me, girl. Boom. Like, damn. Nope. Nah, that made it worse.
Yeah, trauma has definitely made me overcompensate in relationships.
Yeah, man.
Trauma is definitely
healing.
Yeah.
Gotta get that healing, my nigga. Are you in therapy?
I started. I gotta go back. It got a little expensive.
You lost what?
It got a little expensive.
It got expensive? Yeah. Damn, how much they want? Like one cent?
Yeah, they want a little something.
They want a little something?
But it was good, man. I recommend it for you. Wait, who do you go to?
I gotta recommend you one, man. I go to Vladimir. She Haitian too.
A Haitian lady named
Yeah,
Vladimir?
therapies for black men. It's great. Therapies for black men. Check that out.
Okay.
Therapy for black men. And she ain't expensive. She work with you.
Have you had any breakthroughs recently?
Oh my God, nigga! I'm like, when am I not crying on there with her?
Yeah, like isn't it the best? Crying is the best.
Yes, crying is the best. Let that shit out. Like you right, that shit.
You do
hurt.
feel, I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
you do feel very spiritually light.
Thank you.
You do feel very like.
Man, my path is already written. I'm just enjoying the ride, dog.
So how long you been in therapy?
I got my hands up, just roller coasting.
How long you been in therapy?
It's been almost over a year now. Like over a year, a couple change. Yeah, with this, yep. I started 2020. Once I left that relationship, and I kept going monthly, bro. And then that shit.
You know when I first started going to therapy? You remember a couple years back when that girl got mad at me and made all them Instagram pages?
Yes.
Yeah. That was. You want to talk about trauma?
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
God
I was like,
damn.
I had to hit the couch on that one. Like that was so bad. I was really like, you know what? This is me. I need to take responsibility for where I'm at.
Man, nigga, when I was walking out of jail, I was like, yeah, I have to go to therapy. Like, it's me. Why am I still putting myself in these positions where I'm walking out of jail? Like, I'm walking
Why am I walking out of jail?
I'm walking home, no car, like, just walking, being released. My light blue North Carolina off-whites on the streets of Yonkers, and it's raining a little bit, and I'm just like, let the rain come, bro.
Yeah, because you know what it is?
I'm like, yep, it's time for me to go.
Because it's that moment where you was a black man, you like, my freedom almost got snatched.
Nigga. That was the second time, too. Like, all right, I'm awake now. Thank you, universe. All right, I see it now. Like, I remember being the homeless cell. One nigga was like, man, don't ever be in jail for no bitch. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Like, you gotta, like, walk away from that. And then even that, I did walk away. It's still come and get you. So
yeah, the one time I had a shorty like that, like not shorty like that, but one time I had a situation where me and my girl got a little physical. She was trying to fight me, and like when we finally stopped and like we were able to talk with cooler heads, I said, "Yo, if you ever put me in a position where I might have to go to jail, I'm never talking to you again."
Bro, I had that conversation.
My producer has a lot to say. My producer's like, let me tell you about these hoes and putting the niggas in jail.
But here's the thing. They put you in that position, right? Again.
Nah,
you can't put your hands on them. And then they block the door. What are you supposed to do? Exactly. There's no answer for that. There's no domestic class. There's no domestic.
I just start acting like them. I just start acting like them. I'm like, first off, this is very toxic behavior. I'd like to. You're kidnapping me.
I try hilarious. Yeah, nah, and they don't go fuck.
Yeah, yo, you wanna know who don't care about the law? Upset girl do not care about the law at all. And you kidnap hoe nigga.
Bro, I remember you bringing me back now. Damn, that was behind me.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
joking. But it's good to like sit here free.
I remember one time her brother had to come get me out the bathroom. I was like, she won't let me out.
Yo, nigga, it's time to lock myself in the bathroom. I'm like, and she banging on the door. Come the fuck out. I'm like, I'm standing in this
she won't
bathroom.
Let me out. He goes, Erica, stop.
Nigga, I call her mom. Her mom telling her more toxic shit. Nothing would help. Nothing would help.
The mother adding on.
Like, see, now this is what you can do. Nah, mama. He don't fuck about. I'm just like, both y'all bitches is crazy. Ain't nobody helping me.
Terrifying.
Woo! Shout out to niggas that lock themselves in the bathroom trying not to be physical and toxic relationships.
Yeah, shout out all the brothers, all the dudes out there. If you going through that
and it's happy now, yeah, you need to get out. You still gotta get out, brother. That's the part.
She got that in her. She got that in her.
That's the get out they ain't talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, man. If you ever been locked in the bathroom, we recognize your struggle.
Yeah, we recognize your struggle locked in the bathroom. If you ever just been isolated and your best friend is your local remote, we see you.
Oh yeah, the why you gotta leave? Why you leaving?
Yeah, you ain't got no friends.
You done got rid of me. You done made me get rid of all my friends.
All your homegirls is gone. And even women too. Your homeboys is gone. You just been in the house working. Matter of fact, they don't even like the job you got. Now you're just sitting there playing The Sims.
Yeah, luckily I don't live that type of.
Nigga.
It's not that bad for me, but I've definitely seen that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the niggas that just be sleeping in the car at night. Just trying to get some rest, some peace.
I'm allowed to have my space.
But we gotta go to the car to get it.
But that's also where I think I differ from a lot of dudes. I don't know if I'm gonna ever live with a. I flirt with the idea a lot, but living with a woman again.
I'm still. And Reg, it took a while to get here. Like, I'm healed, but I still want to have like a child in love. I still believe in love. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like.
Oh yeah, you definitely, you're the dream of comedy. This nigga, he get a bit. That's my bitch. Like, you know how the dream.
This boy.
The dream has never had a kid out of wedlock. The dream, like, if the dream gets you pregnant, he's gonna lock you down on paperwork before the kid drops.
That's hilarious, bro.
You definitely believe in love.
I do believe in love.
I believe in love, but I also believe in knowing yourself, and I know me.
Yes. That's good. That's good, you know. And I know me too. So I know I'm healed, but I also do want love. But hey, I know what's it called? Boundaries. Woo, nigga. I got a ref for myself. Woo! Off sides, nigga. She talk about why you talking to her off sides.
All right, so how about
flag
this?
On the play.
Speaking of boundaries, do you feel like you have you You used to be a young man running around.
Yeah.
Do you still feel like you have any dog in you, or you a good boy now? Has the old dog learned new tricks?
Oh, man, has the old dog learned new tricks? Yeah, the old dog has learned to love thyself. Yeah, so loving thyself, man. Yeah. I'm that dog in the dog park that just be by the fence just sitting.
All right.
I just be sitting, chilling. And once that gate open, I'm out. I don't want nobody on no leash. I'm out, bro. Get off me. Get me out this fucking leash, nigga. Yeah, so I just be chilling, bro.
Good.
I'm emotional.
Therapy will do that.
Not even therapy. That's just me. I found I'm emotional. Like, it's called, what's it called? Demisexual, bro. Like, I need to have an emotional attachment to be intimate with a partner. Wow. Yeah. Like, I can't just like,
so
if
you're
you be like, yo, Aries, but I do have Pisces moon. I got water. Yep, I got water and Scorpio rising. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember being young and single and meeting chicks like that, and I was like, "What am I gonna do with you?"
Take me out, Reggie.
I'm like, you. So right, and then I started being an asshole. I'm like, so food is the emotion.
Yeah.
The dinner was the emotion. Got it.
Roller skating, and then the movie, and then we just Netflix and shit.
So just my money being spent is the emotion.
That's
got it.
exactly what's happening. Yep.
That's
yeah,
how
you got to find.
Not no more, ladies.
Yeah.
I understand that the good time and memory is just us, building a life together.
Hell yeah! I think first date, guy should pay. Then the second date, that's on you. Nah. Where you taking me? I want flowers.
Nah, the guy paid first off. First off, whoever is initiating these dates. So if you hollered at her, then you paying for every date until she's like, "Hey, I want to show you a good time," and then that's her taking you on a date.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I think
that's just the most playalistic way I've gone about it to never get caught out there.
That's
and plus I would just a man only gonna play with us as long as his money is. So it's like you ain't gonna invite a chick out to do something whack. So you got shorty, be like, all right.
Okay. Yeah, I always been like dating. First date, that's on me, and then second date, I'm like, I have that conversation like, hey, where you wanna go? Are you gonna?
I love that he has this conversation. Like she's smiling and he's like, everything just the DJ stops and it's like, so yeah. Hey, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, I want to talk to you real quick.
This next outing.
This next outing we go. I like Boston Market. I just want
eye contact too.
I want
eye contact on Boston Market.
I want to keep it low. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hurt your pockets. Oh, you Soho House? Okay, let's go Soho House. Sometimes that happens.
Got you. That's real. I just always acknowledge the fact that, like, if I hollered at her, then I'm the one that is starting all this stuff.
I wish I knew that. I ain't have a dad like that, bro. Like, I have a dad, but I ain't have a dad.
I have a dad, but, like, my dad, we suspect he has secret kids.
Ooh.
My dad is up to no good.
Oh, shit.
One time, like, so, like.
That funeral gonna be rough. God forbid.
Yeah, when my father was young, he was juggling us. So he was being a father to both families, and he had a side chick, and he ain't go see my siblings from his first marriage in a long time.
Shit.
He takes my older sister to his side chick's house because the side chick has a son.
Yeah.
So my sister's hyped to be, like, my sister lived up under my father. So she's just hyped to be with my father. And the son at the side chick's house like, yo, your father's cool as hell. She's like, yeah? He's like, yeah, he comes here every day and plays with me all the time. My sister was like, huh?
Oh, shit. Woo, man, nigga, you just sound like Black Ink on VH1, bro. Like, I was just like, yo, this is a reality show over here. God damn, Rich.
My pops was outside. Wow.
Yo, your pops was out here.
My sister's 42, still remembers that like it was clear day. I'm like,
yeah, that shit hurt. That's right. Yeah. The little girl in her is just like, you remember that shit? Man? Like, he playing with her, he ain't playing with this bullshit, nigga. Yeah. And that's gonna be all in my second album.
Nah, anyway. So, Nore Davis, thank you so much for stopping by PS Podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
Thank you for always being such a good big bro to me.
Love you,
Give me advice.
Oh,
always
man.
being there.
You know I got you, man. You already know.
Keep grinding, keep rising.
Yes, sir.
And thank y'all for listening.
Gang, gang.
PS Podcast is produced by Junius Valentine, sound engineer Adam Mock, and written by Reg Thomas. You've been listening to an N-Stars production.